Kingwood, Texas had the most successful and peaceful protest that has ever occurred in this town by volume, by numbers, and by the types of policies these people were protesting about in the No Kings protest that we had. And I can't tell you how, first of all, how amazed I was of its success. And it was so successful that at the allotted time that we were supposed to close it down, people refused to leave. They were just having fun, expressing themselves, expressing their rights to democracy, expressing their free speech rights, protesting against a president that's a convicted felon. That it's not only that he's a convicted felon, but he's continues his felonies as he governs. This was arranged by Cindy Hendrickson, leader of the Indivisible Kingwood, and one has to commend the marvelous job that she, along with many of her other organizational leaders, put together in this framework. I taped the entire event. Unfortunately, I attempted to live streamed it, and with the goal of using the videos from the live stream, I erred in that I should have had two cameras, one for live streaming and one for the actual interviews and images that I took, because the quality of the video is not very good, but I was able to salvage enough substantive video for you to get a feeling of what it was like on the ground. So without further ado, let me go ahead and play that, and then we'll take it on the other side. All right, talk to me. You're on my Substack right now. You want to say a little something?
Sure. I'm out here because the rule of law now.
Yes.
Institution.
Yeah.
So right, left, doesn't matter. We should be standing up for those things as Americans.
Have you been active before? This is sort of your first rodeo.
Like this gentleman, I've been independent. I've voted for Republicans. I've voted for Democrats. And, if we had a normal Republican in the office,
you would vote again. Yeah.
Out here.
Right.
But we have somebody who's tearing apart our democracy, and we have to stand up as citizens. Again, whether you're right or left,
right.
It's important to be.
I think it's important what you just said. Whether you're right or left, we have the responsibility as United States citizens to actually engage.
Yeah,
absolutely. Thank you. Hello, sir. Yeah, want to say a little something? Tell me why you're out here.
Yeah. Well, I'm a veteran of communities. I fought in Vietnam. We fought for democracy for everybody, and we're a nation of immigrants. And I wonder what happened to democracy in this country since we took it. This is not. My father stood for it. Didn't say they could see it. It's quite disappointing because we're all citizens of this country. All supposed to be following the surprise. And what is happening is not the answer if you're not just.
Well, thank you, sir. First of all, thank you very much for your service. And you hear a lot of that from folks. They don't really mean this stuff because they forget about your veterans benefits. They forget about all of that. Know that that's what we fight for, and we want to thank you for what you've done. Thank you, sir. Hello. Look at my brother. How you doing? Look at that sign. No kings. Aren't you a king? You are no king. Why are you here?
My thought when I heard you ask that question is, if you have to ask, you wouldn't understand.
Well, I remember I'm just asking with a blank slate. I need to hear from you. It's not about me. It's about you.
Listen to the news. That's all you got to do.
There you go. There you go, brother. All right. All right.
I'm a 30-year veteran.
Yes.
Vietnam veteran. I can't stand this idea of using the troops. Meaningful pay and benefits to the veterans and Medicare and Medicaid cuts, Social Security cuts. This is democracy. Representative democracy. Not a kingdom. We don't need it.
Thank you, my brother. That's a good one. Thank you. All right. Hello. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing great.
Well, why are you here, my friend? Look, I know the answer, okay, but I still have to ask. Remember, I got to be objective. How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. The sign says it all.
You know what? I'm going to tell you something. Seen all kind of sign. I haven't seen such a very well put sign than that one. Okay. So tell me a little bit about yourself, man.
Yeah. Well, I'm a pope.
Okay.
So I like playing around with words. And right now, really and truly, enough fucks.
Right.
We cannot have our Constitution violated. It's being violated. Be the people. I mean, it means a lot. I mean, a lot of people die. There are a lot of people. My father fought World War II when he was 16 years old. That fight was for democracy. It's 16 years old. Okay? So it's really important to me that what we have gets preserved. It's not perfect, but this is the wrong direction. This is absolutely the wrong direction.
Thank you very much, sir. You want to say a few words?
Oh, you don't want to start that.
Well, then, just because you started that, what I want to hear from you.
Okay.
Let's hear it.
First of all, I don't know whether anybody else has heard, they got these documents now that say that Trump's asked for, on January 6th, asked for 10,000 National Guard. Oh, let me think. Compulsive liar? We're going to believe that? No. Plus the fact he has overwrought everybody because he has overreached his comments about what he was going to win for. And he's taking people that is in here 50, 60 years who have no criminal record. And I'm going to stop because I'll just...
Well, I'm glad that you brought up from. I have to remember that Vice President Vance is the one who had to call up the guards because he didn't do it. So any document that says otherwise, it's a fraud.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So tell me, why are you out here? Why are you?
Because I was 7 years old and I missed all the other protests. Not because I was working. Now I have a chance to do this for my grandchildren and great-grandchildren.
Thank you very much, ma'am. Hello, this is John Cotter. This is the president of the one and only Humble Area Democrats. What's up, my man?
It's great to be in the crowd and so many people out here to defend democracy today.
You know, you remember we used to do together Occupy Kingwood.
Yes.
It's amazing. This is probably 10 times the crowd. This just shows you the condition that we're in relative to then.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So it's that much worse.
It's so heartwarming, I guess is the right word, that so many people here in Kingwood are coming out, waving their flags, they have their signs, and they're standing up for our rights.
We are the real Americans.
Yes, we are.
We are the ones that really stand in for the Constitution.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much, John. John Cotter, my brother. Take it easy.
Good. Bill Richter.
Night. Bill, you are Bill. How you doing, Bill? Talk to me, my friend.
Oh, we're glad to be here today. Support democracy. And we love your work, and we are amazed.
I am very amazed myself. And look, thank you for being here. This is what we need. Ma'am, talk to me.
Oh, man, I'm your greatest fan.
I appreciate you. I really appreciate you. I appreciate you. Why are you here?
I'm delighted to be here. And the deal is, you lose justice, you lose law, we lose democracy. And I'm so glad that we're just gotten out.
You know, we were concerned about being in Kingwood, whether we were going to have the crowd, because there was a lot of threats, etc., and it showed. I won't hold you back anymore, but please, thank you very much again for coming. Thank you much for coming. All right, take care. Why are you here?
I'm here to protest. No kids.
Oh, I love it. Is that your wife?
Yes, it is.
You know why they say they are a better half? They're quicker on your leg. Why are you here again?
Those are here.
Thank you.
Right.
All right. Tell me, why are you here?
I'm here to show our community that there's a lot of us here, and this is America. No more no kings allowed, and that's where democracy is. So I'm here to show our neighbors that there's a lot of us here. We're getting a lot of positive reactions from the drivers that are passing by, and you can see we've got a good.
You participated with us when we did Occupy Kingwood, and what's interesting is, as I was telling, this crowd is more than 10 times what we were getting.
Oh, absolutely.
Let me tell you, different. We also have a lot of folks approach me to let me know they're not Democrats, they're Republicans and independents who actually want to see a change. When you hit that number, you know what it says. We're there. We're there. Thank you very much.
Well, what you want to tell our Substack audience?
What's going on is wrong.
Yeah.
Everybody needs to be treated the same. I'm sorry. If they're in this country and on this soil,
Yeah.
they have rights, period.
Exactly.
You need due process for everybody else. We're doing what the budget is long. 70302. Great big budget bill needs to go because we're neutering the courts financially.
And I think we're finally getting that out of the bill. But yeah. Yes.
So, Republicans are lost.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you what's interesting. Among your people here, you got some Kingwood Republicans that seek me out to tell me that they were Republicans. Does that tell you something?
Amen.
Does that tell you something?
A small, beautiful.
And look, the day turned out great, and we have several hundred people in Kingwood, Texas. In Kingwood, Texas.
Reagan wouldn't be allowed to be a Republican nowadays.
It's amazing, isn't it?
It is.
It is. I'm protesting. Okay, yes.
Supporting democracy.
You are what?
I'm supporting democracy.
That's what I want to hear.
My dad was in Germany before the Great War. Before that closed the borders, he was visiting grandparents, and so he had to deal with that. They knocked on the door. So his grandson is not he's living to learn that he got my great-grandfather down now. And so my dad came to this country living and for grace and for openness, not to have another despot like Trump is revisit what Clinton did to his country.
Here you go. I think you nailed it. And that's what we have to remember. That's what we have to, and that's why we need to teach history. Let's say, sir.
We are Strawbridge United Methodist Church. We are here because we believe in democracy. I just want to tell that no matter where you are expecting in your life, welcome to Strawbridge.
Thank you. So you tell me what you need to say.
It's not just about one person. It's about my institution. I'm a gay man. Been my husband for 28 years. I have an adopted daughter who's biracial. All these are things they want to take away from us. So that's why I'm here.
Well, you know what? Thank you for being out here and fighting. You know what I always say is the only way they can get what they're getting is if we cede it to them. You can't cede it to them. Hey, sis, how you doing, girl? Talk to me. What's up?
Oh, well, I'm here to say happy birthday to the Army, but I just think we're trying to relax this a bit of marching.
There you go. And let me get you signed. Perfect. Say that again.
Indivisible with liberty and justice for all.
Love it.
My sign says billionaire over billionaires because I'm most upset about the big beautiful bill, 220 billion cut from renewable energy. That's not okay with me. Give it for the voice of the people. So I'm asking for your vote. I want to be a representative in Washington, D.C. For starters, I'm running in the 18th congressional district. Just get me up there a year earlier and find one else in the course. I'm an unseated pressure. The voice of treason. Reason.
Thank you very much, my brother. Let's speak to Cindy Hendrickson. Cindy is a woman who called in yesterday to let us know what was occurring. She put this together with Indivisible Kingwood. She has been working her ass off to get this organized. And we have to give her a big hand for, in a place like Kingwood, getting a performance like this. Cindy, what you got to say?
Well, I'm a little bit surprised. I didn't think we'd have this many people. I was hoping for 50.
You got hundreds.
And I'm really impressed. And the police are here and they are helping us, which is fabulous. This neighborhood is not ready for this. I see lots of shocked faces as they're coming down the street. Surprise, support. A couple MAGAs revving their engines.
That's fine.
For the most part, it's a lot of support here. And we need this because our community is fractured and we need to know that there are like-minded folks out here in Kingwood.
Well, look, thank you very much, Cindy. And again, congratulations for this.
Thank you.
This hell of an event. You did a wonderful job.
Thank you.
Now, I know I can expect a speech from you, so start it, my friend.
We are here because America in 1776 told the king we did not want a king. And Trump, by hook or by crook, is sneaking behind our back, running around the laws and getting Congress to pass things that will give him the powers of the king. All under the guise of, folks, we really need this budget. We have to get this budget done. Then there's 1,000 other things getting him powers. Never to be prosecuted in the court, to do whatever he wants. So, folks, we're here today to say we are here for democracy. No
I love that. And that is coming from a teacher. And you know what profession I've always tell you guys, I believe is the number one profession in this country? Teaching. You're looking at a teacher, and likely I've passed so many teachers. They keep knowledge going forward. Here we go again, once again, with the president of the Humble Area Democrats, John Cotter. How you doing, John?
Good, Egberto. How's the turnout today?
I am, put it this way, it is blowing my mind. And when I see the street, no, it's not only that, it's all the Kingwood Drive, Lake Houston Boulevard goes all the way down to near the bridge.
Yep.
And now look at that side of the side. Look at that side, John.
Yeah.
We didn't expect this.
No, not at all.
We did not expect this. Yes. The work, Cindy Hendrickson did a lot of work.
Oh, she did.
You did a lot of work by having your Kingwood, your Humble Area Democrats be aware of it. That is what teamwork is all about, brother.
Absolutely.
Thank you, my man.
We're here.
Why are you here?
I'm here for my kids, for my students, for my country.
Are you a teacher? Look,
For 16 years.
I think teachers are the most important profession, bar none. Thank you for being a teacher. Absolutely. You're a teacher's mom. Well, you know what? You made the right thing. You produced the right thing. There you go.
Teacher.
You're a retired teacher? Thank you. Oh, retired teachers. Thank you. Thank you for your service, brother. Let me tell you, when guys like us talk about we value your service and that thank you for your service, it's not just words. We actually support policies that support veterans. We don't just say it.
Right? Exactly.
Okay?
Yes.
Thank you, brother. Peace. Professor Steve, this is one of our leading professors in the Occupy Kingwood days.
That's right.
He was one of our great organizers. Talk to me about where we are as a country.
Oh, my God. We're at rock bottom, I'd have to say. But I think things are looking better as I look around at all the people who turned out. It's just so incredibly encouraging. We're not dead yet. We're not going to lie down for this. We've seen this scripted history before, and people are determined not to see it.
Actually, you've told us a whole lot of what happened back in the 1920s, during the 30s, during the the 50s during the Red Scare, and all of that, which we're reliving right now.
Yes.
But the reality is, when you see a place like Kingwood, and you back in the days of Occupy Kingwood, you know we had problems getting people out.
Yes.
This is amazing.
It really is. We never had more than a handful. Maybe we had 24 at our height.
Yeah.
We have hundreds here right now.
It is amazing.
Yes.
And I think it speaks well for, and just like you said, I don't want to use it yet. You said we're not dead yet.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say we're not ever going to be dead, because if we see stuff like this, this is what we're talking about. So
we're far off, Egberto. You mentioned the 1950s, but the 1920s and the 1930s are the script out, isn't it?
Oh, so okay, got you.
Talking about that, and anyway, the historical parallels are.
No, tell us. We have an audience that need to know that kind of stuff.
With the rise of the Nazis and the rise of the fascist era, we thought he had slain the monster. The beast was out of the cabinet, and the history has a tendency to recycle, and that's exactly what we have to stay on Friday. I thought our country was exempt, but it's not.
Well, you know, Tom Hartman speaks a lot about that when he talks about democracy isn't something you can sit on. You have to keep working on it. So, brother, thank you very much for being out here. Nice to see you, Steve. Take care. Hey, Susan! How you doing, beautiful? Where's my brother? He decided not to come. Okay. All right. Everyone knows Susan, right? She runs the green stuff here in town. She's everybody's idol. Everybody's idol. And she can run, man. Who has that kind of stamina? You know, anyway, government of the people, by the people, for the people.
Again, this was likely the best event, the best protest, the best march I've seen in Kingwood, and I've been here for several decades. A conservative town that, you know, it votes probably 30-something% progressive. But what this rally showed is that many folks that were previously on the very conservative side, many folks that would never put themselves on a rally, that things have reached to the point where they have noticed that, in effect, the policies of the past that they once believed in had been nothing but a failure. And above and beyond that, that they want agency in their government. And that showed yesterday. You don't get the best protest ever in a town if that town isn't changing. And that is what I've been seeing empirically and now by the numbers. We have a town that is changing, and that can only be for the better of the country, because this town is representative of many other towns of its type around the country.
We spend a lot of time deconstructing the news, trying to parse it into a form that everybody can understand. We try to find those little nitpicks where it flies above the fray, etc. If you really like these videos that we do, I want to ask a big favor. Please go ahead, number 1, subscribe to our channel, and number 2, please join if you can. Thank you so kindly for watching. Keep watching. Please remember to share. We must populate the entire internet with our progressive message, a message that we know is what most Americans say that they want. So help us, please join.